What up, Facebook? What y'all on here mad about today? Everybody been mad this week. It is what it is, isn't it? Life goes on. See if I can pop up with anybody's comments this week. That would be cool. I don't know how to find that shit on here though. Yeah. Let's see. There we go. I can see comments. What's up, Rusty Graham? Robert Wilson, Jenny, Jeffrey Johnson, Banger Champ in the house. You got champions in the house. Oh, what's in my cup? Don't worry about what's in my cup. It's my cup. Everybody mad, Patrick. Everybody mad. I'd say it's for no damn reason, but there's always a reason why everybody's mad. And I get it. I get it from both sides. So yeah, we thought we had an opportunity to race at Brown County that didn't work out. Everybody's seen that unfold real fast. Yeah, come to find out, we can't race there. You know, and even if anybody does race there, they can't race at War in the Woods or Gangster Race that Jeff's putting on. So it doesn't even make sense to try, does it? I mean, Jeff's our people. That's all our people that race out there. But there's always other reasons why people are mad we can't race there. That's so many people. I know his home track. That's always been the little guy's track. Now we're looking at the little guy can't race there for interest of outsiders, out of towners, which is cool. But up until here recently, anybody that pulled up from out of town to Brown County, like, they had to race the fucking track champ straight up. You know what I mean? Like, you didn't just come in here and fucking punk all of our people. That's not how it ever worked. But that's how it works today. So there's nothing we can do about it. That's how they want to run it. That's how they're going to do it, and there's nothing we can do about it. So anybody wants to race there, you got to go and play by their rules. You get one of 3 races, and that's all you get to choose from. Or you can go bracket race. Their bracket race just started up. But if you bracket race, you can't race in the other races that we actually fit into. So it's a weird deal. It's the only place that I've ever heard of that to do that. You know what I mean? Like, I can go race this big tree race, but still go race a big end banger. I could go bracket race at Terre Haute, and then I can still run Hoosier no prep. But it is what it is. But why can't we hold a race after it? Well, it's short and sweet. Every no prep race has to go through Jeff. If Jeff says yes, then we race. If Jeff says no, then we don't race. Jeff said no. So you get 3 races to choose from, and they're all Jeff's. That's what it is. I mean, that track was for sale. Why didn't anybody else buy it? Then we may not have this problem, but the owner has spoken. And I don't want anybody to be mad and not go to Jeff's race. That doesn't make sense either. Like, do you really want to race there? Go race there. Like, there's options. They're just not. They're not for the little guy. They're not for us. And what if a little guy went in and kicked everybody's ass at War in the Woods? What if? I just feel like anywhere else. Like you pull up to our street, you have to race us on our street. You hit the race us at our track. Like you come from out of town to race us. You know, Brown Canyon may be a different kind of surface, and I get that. But that's also why we love it. Like that place has been there since before I was a kid. My parents were kids. Like we all went there and raced. Now we can't race there. Patrick, the hometown hero, and that was one of his things. He says, "What if Patrick makes 100 licks out there, then nobody can catch him? Or what if himself goes out there and makes 100 licks?" And that's how I feel about it. Really, that's how I feel about it. Go make 100 licks out there. Let an out of towner show up and get his ass kicked on your street, motherfuckers. That's what we do. So what are you gonna do? All you can really do is show up untested like everybody else. I mean, most of you guys have had 100 licks already out there, so what's it even matter? I'd like to see all of you guys swing for it. You know what I mean? Like, has any out of towners or has any local guys ever won War in the Woods other than Jeff? I know Patrick's won a second chance race. In small tire, anyway. I mean, Rusty, I'd love to race there. We race there. We've raced there. We've already had a few races there. Like, it's not new to us. The little guy used to be able to race there. Now you have to be a big buy-in boy to show up, which is cool. Everybody's going to step their game up eventually, but where do we start at? That was our home track. That's where the black hole was at. Like I remember so many good races out there, and if out of towners showed up, then that was cool. But they still had to race us on our road. That was our shit. That was home turf. Yep, fast guys are going to be fast no matter what, locals or not. I mean, the best bet at a race like that is to just show up and either already have data or be able to adapt fast. So, which I get it. I get it from Jeff's side too. But the part that I don't understand is like, why can't we do it after his 3 races? You know what I mean? The track's probably going to need fucking asphalt patches next year. Who even knows? Who knows? It won't be the exact same, maybe, but at least let him get his 3 out of the way and then have something, because that's what we normally used to do. The good old days, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was good back then. Who owns the track now? A guy named Javier. I think he's more of just an investor kind of deal. I mean, I don't think he really has his hands in this track. I feel like he's probably wanted to get rid of it by now. So, I mean, hell, who knows? It may be for sale one day. I mean, he doesn't seem like the type that's going to keep it. So yeah, when racetracks go for sale, watch who buys it. I'm glad that the dude bought it, and we do have a place to race, even if it is for 3 races. Like, they could turn that fucker into a flea market real quick. Being in Brown County, you just never know. So I do appreciate that. I do appreciate Jeff's races. I just don't agree with, not letting locals race out there or even have races out there. Yeah, that would be badass, wouldn't it? I mean, he probably got a good deal on it, really. I don't know what he paid for it, and ain't none of my business, but I feel like he probably got a good deal on it. Racetracks be going cheap these days. Oh, I see Josh over there. We're going to bring Josh on for a minute. Talk about Salem. What up, Josh?
What's going on, buddy?
Can Oh, nothing. Just shooting the shit with everybody for a minute.
I see that.
Yeah. So yeah, we was just looking at your rules. I mean, we've had a few questions because there's a few differences in ours. You know, everybody's asking about the engine diaper. That's a thing. We're engine diapers, right?
Yep. Spend 200 or $149 at Jags.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and it's good for every event, providing you don't fucking scatter your shit.
Even if I mean it's gonna save your life. It's not like the old
Yeah.
days when they were 12, 13, 1,500 bucks. You
Right.
know,
And
some
I don't
kid
care
over in
about.
China is making that for 4 bowls of rice, and so you can buy it for $149 from Jags. You'll be all right.
You'll be all right. And a lot of the fast guys already got them anyway, so it's really not that big of a deal. Yep. And what else?
Rules for
Yep. We already
rules for small
talked about
tire: 28, 10, 5, non W, no wheelie bars, steel roof and quarters,
all-wheel
engine
drives
diaper,
allowed.
basic safety equipment.
Yep.
Can't be a leaky piece of shit.
Can't be a leaky piece of shit. Haven't seen one of those in a minute, so hopefully they're still not leaky pieces of shit, or they're just not out.
That we identify as
Yep. And then
499 horsepower.
so okay, in big tire, you can run a 28 10 5, 28 10 5 or larger. Oh no, a W. So it just can't be.
Yeah,
You can't
W.
run a regular. You can't.
Can't dual enter.
Okay, so it has. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you can't dual
I
enter if
thought I
you
seen that,
have
but
to have a big
I thought it
tire.
said like 29. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, yeah, 28, 10, 5 W or bigger.
Or bigger.
So you
So
do have
a
to
big
actually have a
tire.
big tire on there.
They know what a
Every
big
Chevy
tire
break.
is.
It's like a Harley.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna be able
Yep.
to race. I mean, listen, they all drizzle or drip a teeny something, but you know what I mean by
Oh,
those
I
ones
know.
that are
There's
just
a
leaky pieces
difference.
of shit.
There's a
A drip,
difference.
drip,
Yeah. If I don't
a
want,
drip, drip here,
I feel
especially
like if
after
you,
smoking.
no matter what you have, if you have any kind of Chevy, it definitely is gonna drop something. Maybe not every race, maybe
No,
not every pass, but
I mean they
you need an
all
engine
have a
diaper.
little
Just get the
drip,
damn thing.
this, that, or the other, but you know, you guys know what I'm talking about. The acceptable amount of 10
Yeah,
drops down the whole
we've
track,
had a few of
or
those. That's one of those things where you just hate to be like knock on the window and be like, "Sorry, bro, back it up,
oh, it
back it up.
sucks.
You ain't running. You're making a fucking
Yeah,
mess." Yep. So, is our race your next race too? Isn't it?
yep. I'll be,
Yep.
well, that's what I'm debating now, but I think Friday I'm going to go to Cincy Street night and then come up there or over there for Saturday and just
Sounds like a good
go
plan.
support 10
Have you ever been to
soldiers.
Salem?
I have not been yet. No.
Really? All right.
Unfortunately, it's always in competition with something else that I've
Right.
already been scheduled to
Well,
it.
that'd be
But
cool.
fortunately,
Pop your Salem Airport cherry.
yeah. No, I mean, I've seen plenty of pictures and videos. I'm excited about it. I've wanted to go.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool
Um,
place, really. Like it's got a nice flow to it for a. I mean, it's not a drag strip, but it is kind of now. But
no, and I
everything
think it's
moves
good
pretty
because
good there.
it brings a new element to the series. You know, there's front side prep, pour your own prep, front side water burnout, back side now airport. So I
What
mean,
do you guys
it
have on the
does
backside other than I think you guys right before us are
ours
at
in Detroit.
the brawl. What is it,
Next
Detroit?
May 13th, Jody. I know we'll see all of you guys there, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot. There's comments. See, I'm still trying to get this shit together on this thing because it's like I gotta do one or the other.
Good food,
The
amazing
damn
sunset.
diaper. Yeah, the sunsets are kind of badass. The sunset's at the end of the track, which makes for some cool ass pictures.
Oh, that is one of my favorites. That's one of my favorite things about Edgewater. Same thing, you know.
Right.
They face
And
west,
all the pictures you take down track, like they're just cool because you can tell it's not a drag strip, it's not a street. Like where in the hell are they at? Like what's going on here?
right?
Yeah, it's a pretty cool spot, really. There's a lot of no
Hell
prep
yeah.
racing going on down there, so they usually have like their own little crowd, and then we bring a crowd in. So usually we have a
Mhm.
decent car count. So if you bring a crowd and I bring a crowd and they bring a crowd, so we should have a pretty good race going on.
Hell yeah, Joey. I haven't seen you guys in a while. It'd definitely be good to see you guys there. 2,000 feet of cool down. uh,
Salem dates, yeah,
yeah,
May
hopefully we can get some
13th.
Ohio, Michigan guys there talking to them. Uh, of course, that's the whole point is to try to get everybody going to everybody else's races instead of this. It seems like
Right,
like in every state, you know, Indiana guys stay in the kind of the low Indiana parts, and the Michigan guys primarily stay in Michigan, Ohio, Kentucky. So
right.
that's kind of the original
I'd like
idea
to get some more.
behind doing the series the way we did it, so that you can
Yeah, I'd like to get
try
some
and get
more like
guys to
away
travel to
games.
different states.
Some get some outside races, and like we're doing here. Team up with somebody else, and because a lot of these guys, like you said, they kind of stick around, and they race each other every weekend, and wherever they go, there's always a few new guys. But that's what they like is racing the new guys.
Well, I mean, keep it real. The competitors do. There are a lot of guys out there that just like trying to race the same old people, especially if they're in that upper
Yeah,
tier of a certain group in their state. Um, so I like to try and get those guys recruited a little bit out of their comfort zone to help them elevate their
right,
game too. Because I mean, if you're racing the same 15 or so people every year, you're not progressing properly. And really, are you gangster? Or I mean, are you out there about that life? If you're
right.
just whooping up on the same people all the time.
I mean, I get it though. Like it costs a lot of money to travel around, but
Well, that's why all these are within a few hours of each other. Um, I think the longest anybody would travel state to state is Iowa for the Iowa race, and that one's still only 6 hours from where I'm at in Central Ohio, so it's not even that bad a drive. Heck, for you guys, it's not that far past 41. I think it's only
man,
like 2 hours west of 41.
we got the king of the cornfields. I bet they got some king of the cornfields out there too.
Oh yeah.
I've been through Iowa, and it's just like I don't know. It's kind of like Indiana and Illinois, kind of boring as shit. There ain't nothing but cornfields
Well, they got Humboldt County Dragway out there, and
in the middle of some
Beater
cornfields. Yeah,
Beaterbaum's thrown some pretty gangster races out there. Somebody else has too. So they have some pretty gangster
yeah.
races at that track. It's a pretty
Who's
fast track. I'm
whose race is that out there? Who's putting that one on?
Humboldt County.
The track
The
themselves.
track is. Yep.
That's cool.
Yep. It's not a situation where someone like us, uh, that's the actual track owners, are putting it on.
I
They're
mean,
throwing.
that's cool that they just they have some experience showing up to help get everything going though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that should be cool.
Damn.
Dragging in some new
Cor-
ones.
Corey's gonna fuck everyone up at Salem again. I mean,
Hey, I seen him out there.
he,
He did.
he is a bad dude.
I think. Oh man, what happened? I think maybe it was him and Kendall going in the finals out there, but he was blowing water all over the place, and they couldn't tell with the finish line. I don't know if they had to re-race. I don't know what happened there. That
Yeah.
was like a year ago. Yeah, Corey's a bad dude. Corey's a bad dude. He don't show up to a lot of track races, but when he does, he'll let you know he's there.
Yeah. Corey always had a nice piece. I think seems like it's working real. His winter upgrades serving him well so far. It looks like.
Yeah,
Uh,
I still think we should bring back the 2JZ Mustang. That thing was fucking wild.
What's up, Barrow? What you doing, brother? So
Yep.
it'll
So that's
be
cool. You guys got a banger class too. Stick shift class, banger class, and
yep.
optional. Ladies, run what you brung. We gonna do that?
That's optional. It's up to you. But I mean,
I ain't never, but I ain't scared.
the ladies gotta have some fun too.
Right until we have Casey's old lady Miriam show up in the Corvette and spank everybody's ass.
Look at Jenny throwing the big eyes. Like psh,
What you going? What you gonna
what?
drive?
Yeah.
Ryan gonna let you drive? Ryan, you gonna let her drive?
Hey, it's a free entry class, mostly to have fun and learn. You know,
Can they double enter? Well, can they double enter a car? Old and washed
washed
up.
up.
Come on. When that happened? About Monday night?
Uh,
Shit. Corey run with the best of them.
Corey and Doc, best passes, closest 2 or 3 inches. I like to see that one. Both y'all.
Yeah, I didn't. I caught a few videos, but I didn't. I don't even know if they went live for Saturday. But yeah, Friday night I watched that little shootout they had. That was good racing. There's always good racing out there. There's always some fast shit out there.
Yeah, so we'll have some fun. Speaking of live feed, yep, no prep. Bob will be out there from No Prep Felons. For those of you
That's what's
who
up. I
can't
like
make it,
Bob.
Bob's a good dude.
Yeah, he's live feed a handful of our races. I appreciate guys like Bob. You know, they don't have to do that. Most of the time they do it for nothing and hope they get a little something back. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't, but they still show up and they still do it.
Oh yeah, Hillbilly.
Hillbilly
Yeah,
was.
Hillbilly Hustler little upgrades this winter too, man. That thing's flying.
I'm glad to see he's a turbo guy now. He's been a nitrous guy ever since I've known him and made the switch, and he's progressing. He's getting faster.
Oh yeah.
I like to see it. I like to see the local guys stepping it up and going rounds. Just wish we
Too
could
close
race at
to
Brown
call
County, damn it.
brawl.
The two RX-7s, yeah, I seen that up at the Brawl. That's badass. How similar are those cars, though? Are they like damn near identical setups or what?
Yeah, pretty much.
Rusty Graham got a motor going in. Rusty, you gonna take some blood pressure medicine or something. Calm your ass down, brother.
Next Saturday, May 13th, be
13th,
there, be
yep.
square.
That's next Saturday. It's coming up that fast. Jesus, where's time going? I feel like we just got finished with our first race.
Unfortunately, racing season always passes too fast.
It goes fast. And then at the end, it's like I'm ready to take a break, but that only lasts like 2 weeks, and then I'm ready to do something. I don't have nothing to do after that.
Yeah, no. That's the unfortunate thing about living up here. Snow.
Yeah, I'm sure your weather's similar to us. Where are you at? Northern? Or you're near Columbus, right?
Yeah, Central Ohio. I'm just outside of Columbus.
All right. I didn't accept one low heavy. Still doesn't have a front end. All right.
You don't have to have a pan, but definitely a diaper.
That was my next question: is what if somebody has a pan but not a diaper?
Diaper.
Diaper. He says, get a fucking diaper. And
Listen,
that's fine. That's the
which
rules. That's the
he's
same
my
shit that's been
homie. He's
posted
my
since.
homie. But look, a prime example is Pliniak and his problems this past weekend, where he got disqualified at the line because his pan was leaking. He was leaking into the
Who,
pan. The
Nick?
pan leaked
Was that
onto the
Nick?
track. He got
Yeah,
disqualified. Yeah,
that sucks. Well, I feel like if your pan's leaking, you have a shitty pan, first of all. But
trash
yeah, I
bag.
don't care.
Yeah,
Zip ties and pig mats. Get busy.
I mean, I guess if you had a
I've
pan,
actually,
stuff that motherfucker full of pig mat, and I'll be okay with that. You know, and that'll be good enough. You know, something that'll absorb. I'm good with that.
yeah,
But
and make
one or
sure you
the
weld
other.
up the seams. Weld up the seams of your pan. You know what I'm saying? At least do that. That way the oil doesn't just seep out for no reason. Pretty sure that's what
Yeah,
happened to Nick, isn't it? Like, I feel like he had some
yeah. He
shitty
just
seams.
developed a little pinhole. He developed a pinhole or a crack or something, and
Yeah, damn it, man. Brandon Sullivan, you gonna be out there? You got that thing running yet, or what? Yeah. Don't blow it up, Corey. We
well,
need you.
that'll be the fastest pass, and how it always goes.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like he said, 140, 150 bucks, just get it. Probably takes every bit of an hour to install.
Nah, he posted. Well, I mean, it may have been plumb full, but he posted that it had a crack in it too. So
Right.
it's better safe than sorry. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah, I don't
said,
mind.
stuff
I
it,
don't mind a
stuff it
pan.
full
I
of
mean,
pig
if your
mat.
rule is a diaper, get a diaper. But the main thing, I just don't want to. I don't want shit leaking on the track. I don't want shit leaking under people's tires. Fucking 3/4 of the track. That shit is crazy. These guys are already fast enough. We have enough problems and no prep. He was plumb full. Yeah, probably trying to be out there. Yeah, be out there, man. I haven't seen that thing since. I ain't seen it on the track since Muncie, backside. It's been like a year and a half. Let's fucking go. Yeah, Jenny said Dusty. Yeah, Dusty scattered one at Salem in the big end. Did him a little donut, I believe, and he recovered, but even still made a hell of a mess out of the track. Patrick feels a lot safer with his diaper on. Yeah, most kids
Himself
do.
or himself or the vehicle.
Probably both of them, the way he drives. I got that SFI diaper in there. Shit my pants. Yeah, I figure the way you guys do 120, 30 mile an hour donuts down there. Crazy sumbitches.
Oh yeah.
But see, if you had a diaper, would that happen? Just listen to my man. Josh says diaper. We're getting diapers. Yep. Well, so what do you want to do? You want to come on next week and talk about the ins and outs of
Yes.
Salem
Next.
Motorsports Park?
Yep. Let's do a deep dive next week on everything, and you know, get everybody every question or everything answered. Just want to kind of pre-game it this week and answer any
Yeah, I think everybody's ready.
questions.
You know, April, not everybody's ready. I think May, people are starting to get really fired up about racing. You know, the weather's more consistent, and hell, by June, we'll just be going and partying. It'd be great weather. Hopefully, you guys have great weather at all your races. Because you guys got what? What do you guys have? 11 races?
There's
Right?
9 in the series.
9, okay.
Yep. I am only doing one. I had this harebrained idea to do a handful this year, but man, it's just saturated. I don't want the aggravation of arguing with life about five no prep races within a 4 hour drive of each other every weekend. Uh, doesn't do anybody any good, doesn't do the sport any good, the industry any good, any of that stuff.
That's right.
So I didn't want to
Yeah, we
add to the
got
problem.
we've normally had 8 races. This year we have 7, but a few of them are with other promoters, so they're kind of 2-in-1 kind of deals. So it helps. But if you're running a points series, you'll find out that the more races you have, the cooler it makes the points. There's more chances
Well,
for more guys to get in paying spots and all that fun stuff.
well, yeah, I mean that's the good thing about the World Series is, all the promoters chip in to be in the series. So, for instance, the small tire pot, based on promoter uh, participation, it starts off at $4,500. So, I mean, we're
Right.
already there. We'll pick up some steam and some sponsors along the way and get that number up. Um, but so the small tire pot is 4,500. The big tire's already 2,750, and
Nice.
so on. So there's already money there day one. Um, it's not like an accumulative thing or well, we got to the end
How
of this
does
and we got a couple $100 left over.
how, how does your points work? Like how do you like on ours? Do you get 10 points for a round? 5 points if you do a first round call out, but you get 10 points a round. So first round everybody gets 10 points, and then second round winners get 10 points. Or
Yep,
just being in the
yep,
second round to get 10 points.
yeah,
Is
you
that how
get
you guys
five
do it
points
too?
for
Some
entering, 5 points for each round you advance through, and then the winner gets a bonus 5 points. So
That's
the
cool.
longer you're in, the more points you get. But I mean, also it's about participation because last year's small tire winner was Jeff Thomas, who
Right.
didn't win. I don't think he won any races, but he came in second and third, but he participated in all of them. And
That's how our small tire winner last year was Jimmy Gillen, and he didn't win any either. He went to a few finals, and he
and if I
showed up at
remember
every race.
correctly, he ended up getting at the end of it, his payout was like an additional $3,850, if I remember correctly.
Nice.
So I mean, you're already going to these races, you're already doing the thing, whatever. But now there's an next added incentive. Uh, at the end of it, get a cool trophy, get some of your money back for the year, and it's at the end of the year, so it can help for next year's upgrades, and we can all have fun and go experience different races at different tracks with new people. Hopefully, that's the main idea.
That's what I like about your guys. Like we're just in Indiana. We try to hit as many tracks as we can, and within 8 races, 7 races. But we stick around Indiana. Like your shit is cool because you're around. How many different states are you in? Counting Canada.
Well, Canada unfortunately had to drop out this year
Damn.
because the track was overbooked. So it would have been cool to go to Canada, but yeah,
That
Ohio,
would have been
Michigan,
cool.
Indiana, Illinois, and Iowa. So, I mean, if you follow the series completely, you're going to get exposed to new tracks, different styles of racing, different surfaces. Um, for instance, um, Milan and national trails are pretty similar surfaces. So for back of the track stuff, you'll go pretty fast once it comes around, and usually it comes around pretty quickly. But you go to the street brawl, and it's the worst
Have you ever
surface
been
in
up
America.
there?
They brag.
Have
They
you ever
claim
been to
it's the
the
worst
to the brawl?
surface in America. No, I haven't been able to make it up there yet either.
See, I haven't been up.
Uh,
Yeah, I haven't been up there yet either. I think you guys are there right before us, weekend before, or the month before. I think it's the month before. So you guys actually go up there right before we do. But yeah, I've been wanting to get
yeah.
up there for a minute because everybody says that surface is just trash, and we like that
So,
shit.
so you get the challenge of that surface. Of course, we had Edgewater, which even though it was cold, still was front side water burnout only and still got pretty fast. My understanding, I've never been to Humboldt either, but Humboldt County, I understand, gets pretty quick. Bring all the weight for
Do
the
you guys do
brawl.
like instant green or flashlight, or what do you guys? How do you guys start on your front sides?
That's up to the promoter. You know, if it was front side for me,
I gotcha.
back when we used to do front sides, I used the technology, instant green.
Yeah,
Let the sensors at the finish line determine the winner.
that cuts
There's no
a
bullshit.
half a
I hate
dozen.
tire track cameras. I
I'll
hate
say that cuts a half a dozen people out of your program right there, just using the light and the beams at the end.
it just takes the fudge factor out, the human element, and all of those too close to calls have to rerun at races. The technology's better
Yeah,
than the camera will ever
I
be.
like it.
Uh,
I'm a fan of that on the front sides for sure.
but
As long
some
as
of
it's
these
like a
guys do front
random start,
side.
right, I'm good.
So yeah,
As long as
some
it's
of
a
these
random
guys do the
start.
front side. Yeah, some of these guys that do the front side, they'll do it off flashlight. So it's whatever the promoter. It's the promoter's race in that
Right.
respect. You know, but the promoter adapts our rule set, and but as far as how they want to do that, that's up to them.
Yeah, at Salem they have wind lights there, but we always have a camera at the end. Cause man, sometimes we've had cars go down through there and like blow the foam cone off into the field. You know, pass by going so damn fast.
Right.
So it's nice just to have a backup, but there's usually some close racing down there, so you get some cool videos. I think I sent you a few of the finishes from Salem.
Yeah.
They got some pretty good light down there now. It's a pretty nice facility for it's came a long way in the last couple of years. So I'm kind of excited just for you to see it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, I guess we could wrap this up and then yeah, just look forward to being on next week and shit, we'll answer some more questions.
Yep. Good deal, buddy. I appreciate you having me on.
All right, man, we'll holler at you next week.
Thanks, everyone. Have a
Later,
good evening.
Josh.
Bye.
There it is. Josh from OGR said y'all better get a fucking diaper. But is the diaper requirement really going to hurt us? I mean, why not just get a diaper? I mean, it ain't. There's no bad things that come from it other than the $140 or whatever it costs to buy it, and the hour it takes to put it on. So, yeah, I would just get one. And then you have it for every race. Every race you go to, until you, when and if you scatter your shit, you got an engine diaper. So it ain't all that bad. Man, I lost my live feed and all my comments here. There it is. Everybody's under 500 horsepower. See, that's the thing. It's like, I don't really know. I would assume everybody in small tires probably not under 500, except for one or two. A couple ducks in there. 6 hard tire cars that won't be there. Yeah, I know. Well, but is it a bad idea, Gary? Tell me it ain't a bad idea. Zip ties and pig mats, brother. Use some of that hillbilly ingenuity. Kevin Fields, 415 to the wheels. Slowly ramps it in after that. It's 415 at the starting line, brother. How much time do we really spend cleaning up oil leaks? Well, a solid 20 minutes every time it happens, minimum. So if it happens 2 or 3 times, like that's an hour. Yeah. Who made that rule? That's the World Series of no prep rule. And like I said, it's not a terrible rule. I mean, it only sucks for a minute, and then it doesn't suck for the rest of the time that it's on your car. I mean, I would appreciate if everybody had a diaper at every race, really, though. Like, it's not mandatory, but I would appreciate it. Shit happens in this sport, I tell you what. And it's not even the time of oil and cleaning up an oil down. It's, what happens if it gets under your tires down there at 600 foot? Even you, Gary, you're fucking flying down there, dude. Last thing you want's oil under them fucking all season tires you got on there, bud. Um, why don't we compromise on some rules? Because it's really not that big of a deal. It's just an engine diaper, right? And the cool part about him enforcing this rule at our race on the second race is for the last 5 races, y'all are going to have an engine diaper if you came to Salem. They going to be back ordered? Come on, dude. Pig mats and fucking zip ties, dude. I don't. Let's not make this too difficult. I mean, I don't care if you have a Jegs one or a fucking eBay one, really. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care if you have one that you engineered yourself. Just do something. But, yeah. Salem, it's coming up. It's already the second. Like, we got 11 days. This shit is coming so fast. I'm excited to get back down to Salem, though, man. We have a good ass time down there every time. I think there's more than 6 engine diapers in stock at Jegs and Summit. I mean, I'm sure. What's in the cup? Don't worry about what's in my cup. That's my cup. That's one of them cups that we just don't talk about. Seaman. Fucking Brandon. I feel like that's what you wanted to be when you grew up. A screaming seaman. I would like to see that piece of shit out there, Brandon. Get that thing bolted up and let's go. Show these boys what 2020 was like. I'm poor. Too poor for zip ties and pig mats. Come on, man. I've seen all the nitrous that goes through that thing. That's why you're poor. You need to simmer down on the sauce. Yep, Brian. I seen the drag strip. I think it was made a. Maybe it was y'all. I don't know. Made a big post about our Ford Lightning with the Detroit 60 Series flywheel on the back. We won't be bringing that with us, by the way. Not because they can't race there, but we're just not going to bring that with us. Trying nonstop battles, I feel you. There's always a battle every day, especially on this here Facebook. Everybody being grumpy. Trying to keep everybody happy, man. It's just not going to happen sometimes, but when it don't, everybody wants to chime in with their hearsay and got something to say here, got something to say there. Motherfuckers 2 hours away got something to say. Like, We just want to go racing, bro. That's it. Rusty, man, you gotta chill, dude. These is people we race with, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't gonna say anybody's anything. I don't agree with everything, but sometimes you just gotta chop it up as a loss and keep moving, dude. No, it doesn't specify what kind of diaper. I mean, if you show up with a bunch of fucking Huggies duct taped together, I'm definitely gonna let you race if it doesn't catch on fire. What'd you say, Brandon? What's that even mean? How one who not racing the maddest? Haha. There ain't no translate on that one. Yeah. Yeah, name them pussies, whoever that is. It's 2023. Put a name on it. Get it out. Exercise the demon. I know, man. Rusty needs a fucking hug. That's why I wish him and I would have made it first round at our first race, man. He needed to let one go. It's gonna let him have that W. Being mad about the rules, races, and no testing. Yeah, I get it. Nobody was trying to test though. Like nobody, that wasn't the deal. Nobody was trying to test. We were trying to have a race after his three races. That's what happened. There was no testing going on. Like they didn't tech shit at Edgewater. Why did you have a diaper? I don't even want to know. Hey man, just show up with your pig mats or your $140 diaper or go buy your $500 diaper and let's go racing. Annoyed as fucking you're not racing, but why are you not racing? Will Ryan not let you drive? Let's go. We need some. Let's. We should do the women's class for real though. Don't want to tell him. I mean, you tell him. If that's how you feel, then tell him that. Don't tell me. Tell him. Don't tell the internet. Tell him. Tag him. I mean, I'm sure you'll be on a property sometime. Tell him. David, what do you identify as what? And I am getting what? That's two different drivers. How you gonna share data, right? I don't know. She's not gonna drive that car like you drive that car. The thing does go pretty straight though. Like it's probably not even a handful to drive. My shit is kind of a handful to drive sometimes. Same car, different data. Like fuck, bro. We've already been to Salem like 500 times. Yeah, I don't want nobody really. I don't. Man, I don't. I don't want nobody talking shit to other racers. Like I don't really like that shit. Like unless it's about a race. Like man, if you guys are about to race, like hash that shit out. Call him out. Call him whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like I like that Southern Grudge race and shit. We can talk all that shit, but let's talk shit about a race, not just other random fucking shit that's going on. That's how fights get started, and I ain't with that shit. I don't need nobody I know fighting each other over some silly ass fucking rule shit. If you don't like it, just don't race it as events. It's pretty simple. right? It's sad that we don't get to race there as Hoosier No Prep like we have, but we'll get our chance again, I'm sure. Patrick Sparkman has painter fit on. Did he have the little handheld little air pump with it? That thing gets down. That's OSHA approved, bud. Yeah, grudge racing shit it is. You know what I mean? But getting off subject and just talking shit about other shit and calling people out for shit they do on some other whatever. You know what I mean? Like that's just dumb. We're not doing that. I ain't doing that. I had to deal with another promoter last night. You know what I mean? I didn't want to deal with that shit. We don't all feel like that. Tagged in and a miss. Yeah, that's it. Don't race if you don't like the rules. I mean the bad part is like it's we wanted to have a race after his 3 races. That was the problem. To where it didn't affect his 3 races at all. And is it going to affect next year's races by having a little Hoosier No Prep race? Like, not really. Is it really? It ain't. It ain't gonna make 2 fucks. You can't tell me that guys ain't gonna show up because we go out there and have a little shootout. Yeah, little buddy, he ain't the same when he don't have his motor. He's been fired up on here. Y'all better calm his ass down. My boy needs some meds. Get him on here, get him fired up. Everybody's catching one. There ain't no way to be, Rusty, man. There ain't no way to be. You better get it together. Simmer the fuck down. Kevin, get this man his motor. He's about to go ape shit on everything. Yeah, we won't do that. We won't do that, Rusty, man. We gotta simmer down. We race with these motherfuckers. These are our people. I know he's the guy over there you got to watch, man. He's just getting fired up. Somebody go hold his hand, give him a fucking hug. What up, Robert Long? Where you been at? Up in a fucking tree somewhere? Brandon, he's always stirring the pot. I miss Brandon's call outs. Brandon always had a fucking call out. Like somebody wanted it every year. I feel like we probably made that 2 up, 2 down rule because of Brandon's ass. Somebody wanted one every race. Yeah, what other than Hoosier No Prep, man, where's everybody going this year? I know Bunker Hill's got that FSI race up here. Anybody going to that? That should be cool. As long as the new owners are decent people. I know we're gonna drag everybody to the brawl. Where else are we going? Backside Muncie, Salem a couple times, back to Terre Haute. Yeah, we're gonna get it back together for sure. It's got to get back together, man. I don't like sitting out. I don't like sitting on the sidelines. Everybody having fun. I'm up here working so that y'all can have fun. I want to have fun while everybody's having fun too. Let's see, how long we been on here? 57 minutes? Man, we have a lot of shit to talk about. But we need you on the mic. But my microphone will work all the way down the track. So I could like duct tape it to my helmet. I got this. Maybe I should try that. See, that's why I don't never really care if I get I go out of first round, whatever, like I got shit to do, but what if I was actually a fast guy? Get out of first round and have to call the race from inside, call my own race from inside the truck. Daddy gonna have to play catch up. Play catch up. Bring a little mustard. We'll call it a fucking cookout. Get me a headset like Britney Spears. Get the fuck out of here. You're about to get banned from this chat, first of all. What about old boy that used to do pinks? He had a little fucking about the same deal. What was his name? Rich Christensen? Was that his name? I miss me some pinks, man. What happened to pinks? Motherfuckers weren't crying like you showed up and lost your car. You went home without a car. We need to bring that back. Nut up or shut up. Somebody's going home without a fucking set of wheels. That's what we need to bring back. He did it again, yeah. I don't like this live feed anymore. You guys are getting weird on me. I mean, if I have to win around, I gotta get out there and do some choreographed dances and shit. Teach me how to Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you guys got anything else you need to get off your chest tonight? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What it is. What it is. Everybody been so loud. Where's Charlie Bennett at it, man? He was mad last night. Charlie, need to talk about it. Somebody tag Charlie. Borrow me a race car too. I went to Lucas Oil Oval Track one time and rented a race car. That was good shit. He was mad. Shouldn't be mad, bro. It's all love. Like, don't be mad. Hey, Blake, you sharing that popcorn? I like popcorn. But nah, even Charlie last night, he was pissed off because, we put that date out and it was on top of Turkey Bash. But first of all, let's talk about that. I looked on Kara's calendar. This is Kara's fault. I looked on Kara's calendar and it didn't say shit about a Turkey Bash. So that was my first go-to for a calendar. And I was just like, all right, cool. So it wasn't no disrespect, brother. I didn't know. Didn't give a shit, really. If somebody gives me a date for Brown County, I'm taking Brown County over everything. Sorry. Rusty and Charlie. I don't know. Rusty has been going rounds with Billy Fields all day. I'm telling you motherfuckers need to just simmer down. Calm down. Drink a beer. Like, come on. We need to hold hands. I'm going to put you motherfuckers in the same shirt. A little get-along shirt. Keep playing. But nah, that shit, and then he tagged me in some bullshit and tagged Bill Hoskinson and Billy Hoskinson and Happy and all these other fucking people. Like, what are you trying to prove, bro? Like, I didn't give a fuck about your race because you don't give a fuck about my races. And he don't. Like I said, he ain't never liked nothing. He ain't never shared nothing. Like, I don't know that dude nothing. So for him to be shitty about anybody putting a date on top of his, like, I've tried to work with him. You know what I'm saying? Like I've tried to do some Indiana versus Kentucky shit with him, and he left me hanging. So that's what it is. That's what it is. I still respect the dude. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing down there. I'm gonna do my thing up here. Let me mind my own business. You mind yours. That's how I feel about it. Kevin's truck is badass. Hell yeah, Kevin's truck is badass. It's even more badass now than it was when it was a nitrous truck. And I like that for Kevin. Double blow through carb, small block Chevy. That motherfucker runs. And Billy has a hard. Yeah, but you keep it going too. Like take the high road, bro. Let him be mad at you. It is hard not to schedule on top of somebody anymore. But in my defense, like I really did look at that calendar and I did see races, but you know, they're like 3 hours away plus. I didn't see his race on there, so it definitely wasn't just like fuck Charlie and fuck Jeff like everybody thought it was last night. It wasn't like that at all. You know, I appreciate Jeff. I appreciate what Jeff's doing. I appreciate Jeff's races. Like, you can't tell me that the two races he has ain't badass, and the third one he added this year ain't going to be just as badass. It's going to be. Everybody knows that. You know, our problem was we want to race there too. I mean, we've been racing there, and then all of a sudden now we can't, and it's because it has to go through him, and he said no. So that stings a little bit, you know, but it is what it is. He got his 3 races and doing what's best for whatever it is that Brown County thinks is best. Kevin, a big yes. See, maybe he should just be on Team SRC. Kevin, go out there and change everybody's fucking jets. He's a machine. Dewey Sizemore, yeah. What's up with that guy? You know, and somebody said he wasn't even supposed to be, you know, booking races anyway. So I'd like to know, Dewey, can you book races? I feel like Dewey can book races. He cannot book no prep races. He cannot do that. But if you wanted to have a prepped race, yeah, get a hold of Dewey Sizemore. He's fucking useless for no preps. Hey, if Dewey Sizemore wants to get on here and air it out, hey, that's what it is. He can get on here. I sent him a link to the live feed. If he pops up, we'll get him on here. We'll let him air it out. All I know is the race that we had booked. I didn't do it. It wasn't me. You know, I don't know. I didn't do it, but it was through Dewey Sizemore. And from what I get, Dewey's allowed to book races, bracket races. He cannot book no prep races because they have to go through Jeff. And Jeff says no, so we're not racing. Ooh, the battery's dead. Looks like we're out of here, folks. That's whack. All right, we will holler at you guys next week. Next week we'll be back on here with Josh Robinson chopping it up about the World Series of No Prep.